a few hours into this route, figuring out a few things with the McNeilus ZR, zero radius, aka the candy cane, right? Which you said you're not sure where candy cane came from.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it came from. Probably came from a probably an operator running it in the first generation.
Oh,
right. Then it just picked up more than likely.
We should like splice in that viral video. If I have it, I'll post it in there. But you're saying like that one went viral. That's actually a first gen?
Yep, that's a first generation. That was, I believe, even one of their experimentals. I could be wrong about that, but I do know that was first generation.
And now, what was the deal? Like they had it tuned up a little?
They had it tuned up a little too high, and just lack of sensors, so there wasn't much to stop the arm from flying up and not stopping.
Going a little hot.
A little hot.
Yeah. Well, the trash was wedged in there, so that doesn't help. Yeah. That can happen with other trucks, or I've had it happen. Just so happened it got caught on camera, which is hilarious. But, so we're a few hours into this. The route's taking a look. Normally I'm done by now, but we stopped, we talked about the truck, we figured things out, just kind of having an on, and I don't know what the expression is, where you just kind of yapping, figuring stuff out. But we did figure out how to release the trash over the hopper. So that's an option that's there.
Yep.
Which I was initially kind of concerned, because I always try to be fair when I'm driving one of these trucks, where I'm like, if I make an observation that sounds like a critique, I got to say, I don't know if it's because it's the way the truck's designed I don't like, or because I still have to figure out like the mechanism. Because a lot of these trucks would be like getting between like a Ford or Dodge Ram truck, where it's like you can do it. You just got to know what you're doing when you get into that truck. So the trash over the hopper, to release it, it's doable, which was nice to figure out. And getting into the hopper through that side door, I kind of like that too, which is nifty. We already emptied once, and that took a little bit longer than it was probably supposed to.
Yeah, I missed a step, so.
Yeah, right. And because we had the pack blade extended, and we couldn't get the gate to come down because the back blade's extended, and because I kept turning the PTO on and off.
That plus the pesky box. You're all the way up now. So now you'll just push out with that one. And
don't have to hold the unlock?
Nope, not for that one. Just push out.
You said a little shorter in this one.
Yeah, it's a 28, not a 31. All right, extend.
Yep. Just so we can get that stuff that's on that blade to come in.
Yeah,
hopefully come down. Otherwise, it'll clear under it for the most part. Behind the blade. So extend it again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's what I'm preventing against there.
I see what's happening.
Oh, that box just does not want to leave the top of that.
Yeah. All right, do you want to...
Yeah, let's go ahead and push her out. I can snag that from the back door.
Okay, so extend it, and then you'll pull it out from the...
Might actually... Yep, there goes that.
It's going to drop, yeah. So it went behind the blade. This latch or this one?
Since we're extended, we can use that bottom one.
Okay.
He's going to put it in e-stop mode, but... So Wayne, let you grab it. You got
I'll grab it. Yep, I'll grab it. Yeah. Is there anything that's open that shouldn't be?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Your blade.
Oh, blade's got to come back.
Yeah, you got to bring your blade back.
I think it's coming back.
Oh,
this one's coming.
It's so easy with even two eyes to overlook a little
Yeah. There it goes. Bring the blade back. That guy got out of my way. That's good. Yeah, the box got behind the blade. And that's one of those things where we might have gone too long. You know, we packed it pretty full where that box wouldn't drop and get packed in. So maybe that's part of the issue. So like I could critique about, like, I don't like that it can happen, that trash will slide behind the blade during the full eject. I do like the full eject though.
It doesn't happen very often. It
Yeah.
doesn't fall back there, but
Yeah.
on occasions like that where a box just sticks just right.
Yeah.
But out of all the 9 ton that we picked up so far,
Yeah.
that being the only thing back there, that in my opinion speaks for itself.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm trying to be fair. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like that design where it can happen, but at the same time, it's like, you know, as you got better with it, you could probably make it where that's like non-issue. Where it's like, you know, better user, like it. How much of it is user error versus design? Yeah, it could be a balance. So it's not like a deal breaker. It's just one of those things that you want to show people, like, just be aware that can happen.
Yeah.
Or don't pack it to a point where nothing fits anymore. But again, like, not everyone's throwing away large, bulky boxes. Like these trucks are designed for traditional household waste, bag trash.
Yeah.
Where that.
Or that, or just a straight recycling route.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's the quick rehash of where we're at so far, having a few hours in the truck. You wanted to discuss something called a Volterra?
Yeah, the Volterra. It's McNeilus made product. It's an all-electric version of the ZR. So
Okay.
it's everything from headlights to taillights is McNeilus manufactured.
That's kind of bizarre.
It runs completely electric pumps. There's no diesel generators or anything on it to power it to give it that electrical tag. It's just you plug it at the end of the night and let it sit overnight. It'll charge it up. In the morning you go out.
So
I know we had one on route in Des Moines, and it ran the full route all day long. It was close to, I think, 1,200 cans, and it was at 75% when it came back.
really?
Something that helps with that is when you're going stop to stop, when you apply the brakes, it's doing a recharge as well.
Oh, the regenerative braking.
Yep.
This is a disaster. I'm gonna fix this. Or like, normally it's not this bad, but everyone's doing contract work. So I'm gonna walk.
Everyone, everywhere, everywhere at once.
Yeah. And I'm tall enough, I can do this. And we do the auto tip because I figured out how to do that now, which is nice. I almost thought about moving the camera to like lower down to get a look of the arm doing its thing, but might not be necessary. It's you can see the packer this way.
Yeah.
All right, so you got electric, so it's electric drive. But you have hydraulic fluid still.
Yep.
I've heard of some people trying to experiment with doing everything electric, where even the actuators for the arm and packer are electric, but I don't think people are going that far yet.
No, not quite yet.
But
The
no-
ZR, yeah.
Yeah, but no diesel, no engine oil.
Nope. Only fluids it has is washer fluid and hydraulic fluid, and battery acid.
So it dumped 1,200 cans, or serviced 1,200 stops, came back, you said it was still at 75%?
Yep.
That sounds incredible, because I've seen discussions in Facebook groups of trash people, or employees, saying like one of the things is they'll get an electric truck that says it'll run 8 hours, they'll get 6 hours in and it'll like not be working anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Well, a lot of those numbers, the way they get them is they run routes, quote unquote,
yeah.
and it could just be empty cans they're running, so
Okay.
they're not adding any weight. Or temperature makes a difference in battery life as well.
Sure.
I mean, have your phone in a hot car
Yep.
or have your phone in a cold car, battery comes out different.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but that's what
Well-
a lot of that comes down to.
And then like 1,200 stops, I assume they're probably running like a contracted area where it's every house. Is that
Yes.
accurate?
Yeah, it was the city.
City. So the
Yep.
city of Des Moines had the truck. They got 1,200 stops knocked out. So they're hitting the brakes a lot.
Yes.
So they're getting
Yeah.
a lot of regenerative braking.
Yeah.
Whereas you've seen this route, it has 640 stops and we've covered some miles.
Yeah.
Like I didn't look at the odometer when we started, but we are driving more. So like, I don't know what that truck would be like on this particular route.
I think it would still perform very well. I'd say your battery would probably be a bit lower because, like you said, we're doing a good bit more in between driving rather than stop to stop. But the battery, just to give you an idea how long it'll last, it'll go, if I remember correctly, 200 to 250 miles down the highway before it needs a recharge.
So if you're moving it from one location to another, you're 200 miles. So you kind of plan your stops accordingly.
Yeah.
There's we're touring the New Way factory once, and they sold some electric trucks to I think somewhere in Pennsylvania, and they told the guy that went to come and pick them up that they're going to drive it back, and they're like, you got to be smart about how you route your route. And like, these are garbage trucks, they're not supposed to go down the highway. And I think they said within a few hours they got a call saying the guy ran it dead. They didn't get it somewhere. But again, like, yeah, that's a limitation of a garbage truck compared to a semi, but it's not supposed to go down a highway. They don't do that. So if you're like in Nebraska, you'd probably have a little bit of struggle if you're one of those operations that was going to all the like towns around a major area.
Personally, I don't see anyone in Nebraska getting any sort of electric garbage truck, just because things are so few and in between, and whether grids are set up for it or not. Places, bigger metropolitans, they have a grid that might be able to handle it. But if you change an entire fleet out, go from 10 diesel trucks to 10 electric trucks, that's a lot on the grid.
That's a lot of amp. A lot of watts. Yeah.
So it's a lot more than just get the truck, plug it into the wall. You got to wire in. I forget the exact amount, but it's a specialty plug you got to get wired in. You have to have certain electricity running to it.
I was doing a truck day once where, we bring our equipment to show off to kids, and they parked my garbage truck next to a guy that was with the Loop Power District showing an electric car, and they were talking about electric vehicles and stuff or whatever. I didn't hear the spiel, I just saw the vehicle. But a lot of people will harp about Sanitation not recycling more, and it's like, really what you should do is go harp on the city of Columbus, tell them they should get an electric garbage truck to plug into their Loop Power District, and if they really want to go nuts going green, give everybody a recycle container and then run that route with the electric truck that they can park at their station and plug it in. I was like, there you go. That would fix all the people upset about the lack of recycling. Because Sanitation, we can only do so much. Like, we can get a truck and get the recycled containers and offer the service, but we can't force people to buy it. But that'd be one. Yeah, there you go. Put the pressure on the city of Columbus. Tell them to get a McNeilus and can you spell
Volterra. Voltera.
Okay, so that's about what I thought it was. Like a volt.
Yep.
Volt. Yeah. That's funny. Well, that would be interesting. Is there a lot of content of that on YouTube, or?
There might be a little bit. You just probably have to search around a little bit.
Okay.
I myself haven't really browsed to see if there is any, but
yeah. I mean, if one showed up in Columbus and you had to have somebody demo it, I mean, probably find somebody.
I'll put the bug in Greg's ear.
There you go. I think I know a guy that knows a little bit about cameras and garbage trucks. To make a truck look pretty, make it look nice. But
yeah, I know when it was on its campaign for MacQueen, McNeilus gave us one to take around and demo.
Yeah.
I know when it was out going around, it was just kept mostly around the metropolitan areas, so like Des Moines. Where else? I know it made its rounds in Detroit.
Oh wow, so that thing got around.
Yeah. And it got trailered between states.
Oh sure, yeah, that would make sense.
Otherwise, they're pretty slick units.
Yeah. No, I've been in an electric rear load just to drive it around a lot, and it is funny how quiet they can be.
Yeah, it's one of the big daunting things is feedback.
Yeah.
you don't have that feeling on the pedal, or
Yep.
don't have all that restriction in the wheel.
Yep. And so when you let off the accelerator, it's immediately braking.
Not quite immediately, but it's pretty quick
close
to come down.
Yeah. Because that's what it was like with this rear load truck. You let off the accelerator, and I think the regenerative braking started kicking in right away. You know,
Yeah,
it started. So the
regenerative braking on the Volterra, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, it's when you apply the brake.
They actually apply the
Yeah.
brakes. Yeah. And it was funny because we were driving it through this lot, and all you could hear was rocks kicking up in the wheel well. And we're like, ugh. You know, it's like to simulate it. I'd say is like drive a garbage truck, turn the motor off, and let it coast in neutral, and that's basically what it was like. You don't really hear
you hear the sound of the rubber across the concrete and
Yeah.
gravel kicking up. It's
Really
very
weird.
weird.
Except with this thing, you got the McNeilus Candy King arm, so you'd probably still hear the clack, 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 clack
Yep.
as it going up
You
and
hear
down.
it a lot more, and they do have a bit of a different handles set up for the joystick. They have.
Oh, really?
Yep. So they have a system in it where you'll go out, grab the cart, and then you'll press and hold it like the auto dump function on here.
Yeah.
Except you keep holding it, brings it back down, and extends out to where you were, and all you do is let it go.
Nice.
And there's also options for getting I forget the name of the system, but it's a system where it just wires to a button. If
Yeah.
the can's not out, you can click it, can not out.
Oh,
and it'll
really?
immediately mark it for you, yes.
That hasn't been happening much. That's one of those things where I've thought about, but I'm like, you'd have to have like a marriage
Drew
between.
it out.
You'd have to have a connection between the truck and the tablet and the customer management software.
Yeah, it's
So they figured out how to give like an input into a tablet through the joystick.
yes.
That's actually a little more
I'm trying
interesting.
to see if I can find the picture of it.
So, do they have to? So does it like have the tablet recognize it as like a mouse, like input or a keyboard type thing?
I'm not too sure, honestly, on how that one goes.
Because it might be one of those things where they don't have to like communicate with, you know, there's all these different customer management, it's trash flow or, golly, what else is out there? There's something called Crow, I think. And there's some guys that are building their own customer management software for their own tablets. So I don't think you'd want to have it communicate with each one of those, but you just have it, the tablet recognize it as like a mouse input or a Bluetooth input.
I'm not sure the system it runs.
Okay, but it exists. It's there. Okay, that's all we got to figure out. That, yeah, I don't know. Like we're talking about this huge engineering feat of an electric truck, and I'm fascinated by a USB input or like a tablet input. But no,
It's a cool thing. And
yeah, I do.
It's one of those things that it's strange to say, but electric is becoming more common. It is slowly becoming what's going to be the normal.
Sure.
And it's one of those things. Change is inevitable.
Yep.
Well, it's also making sure that wherever it's going is able to handle that.
Yeah, and what's funny is, like, I'm one of those guys that looks at stuff that if someone says, it's just half a second, it's not that big a deal. And I was like, well, it's all a big deal if you magnify it 1,000 times.
Yep.
So if you can save yourself from having to hit picked up or hit other and
where it's just a button on your joystick,
bro,
click it quick.
Bro, yeah, that would actually save some time or shave time off the route. And seems insignificant until you do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember being at a garbage company where the route sheet would be printed out, and every few stops you'd have to like grab the piece of paper and check off the ones that you did. And once you eliminated that, where everything was just like a tap on a screen, as opposed to grabbing a pencil and paper and
you just reach up, click it, and then keep going.
Infinitely better. And then with the mobile data, you're sending that information real time back to the office. Sure. Yeah. So anything like that that seems insignificant, magnified 1,000 times. Oh, I got a little hesitation there. Yeah, it adds up. That's funny. That's really interesting. So Volterra on the McNeilus ZR system. So have they sold many of those? Is that like a West Coast thing?
Yes, they have. I believe Oh, who's that big contractor? Waste Management? Waste Management in
Yeah.
Minnesota, I believe.
Oh,
I believe
Minnesota.
Minneapolis. They're running. They have some Volteras out running.
So do you get the data back showing like, okay, in the summer months, this is what they're getting out of it, in the
We
winter?
haven't yet because it's fairly
New.
fresh. It's less than a year old at this point, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm sure eventually, here in the next year or two, we'll be seeing that
Yeah.
data coming out on
Yeah.
as far 30-degree day. What does it do on a 60-degree, 80, 90,
Yeah,
110?
that's the kind of stuff I'd want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not, because like Nebraska would be like Minnesota, where you're going to have cold days and you're going to have hot days.
Yeah.
So a driver's going to learn where it's like, the high is going to be 105 degrees. So here's the thing to consider when you take that truck out. That's interesting. Yeah, time will tell. But the thing is, like, they should only get better.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking
100%.
about first generation stuff. Yeah. Well, I thought it would have been funny if I wore my New Way t-shirt in for this, but I thought maybe you guys would get mad. I don't know if you'd find it as
We'll
funny.
tell you you're wearing the wrong shirt.
Yeah, we'll bring swag next time.
Hey, talk to the sales rep.
Talk to the sales rep. That's his job.
I'm just the trainer and operator.
That's funny. Yeah. You want me representing? No, I've had a pretty positive experience so far with this truck. That's a bug. I don't want that. I think I said it when we first started recording, where I was like, it doesn't feel much different than a New Way as far as learning the output, running that joystick out. Obviously, there's the Packer and all that stuff's different, but from a usability, I acclimated pretty quick.
Yes, definitely.
So-
That's the common thing I see even in places that have nothing but rear loaders, and this is the first automated side loader they've seen, drove, operated. Like they have that hesitation at first, but usually within the first couple of hours they got it pretty well
Figured
down,
out.
and just after that it's nothing but progress.
Most
Minus
of
the occasional brag about it and then knock a can over.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I had a couple moments where I was knocking stuff over. You had a customer walk out right when I was trying to figure out the auto tip and butchered that experience. But not that bad. No one got injured, so that's a big deal.
Yes.
That's what counts. But yeah, it's been pretty slick so far. I got things to say about Peterbilt, but I'll wait till I'm talking to the Peterbilt guys. Because I'm 6'4". How tall are you?
6'4", 6'5".
6'4". Kind of depends on the boot you're wearing.
Yep.
Yeah. How you're feeling. Yeah, I get that.
Depends on how tired I am, if I'm slouching down or not.
Right. Exactly. Same. I've been in more comfortable cabs. I'll say that. Because this feels like I can't go back.
Yeah, it's.
I want to. And putting the highway triangles right where my left foot wants to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I know the thought process behind that. It's on this side over here, your pedals on the ground, they're on that right side, so you don't have the real estate for it. Whereas over there, it's on your left. But
yeah,
I know it's.
There's a toolbox on this truck, isn't there?
I would have to look. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'd almost go put it back there. Mount the toolbox on the tailgate or underneath something and put all that crap there. Not a fan of that. I mean, it is a smaller cab. But, cool. I'm not sure if that camera's going to overheat soon, so we'll wrap it up. That was like kind of our second update on what we're doing so far. And like I said, for the most part, I will say this. It's better than what I expected. When I woke up at like 2:30, I think I was stressed about like, oh, we're behind for a holiday and behind because now I found out the truck is down. Like, it's just not good. So I was a little nervous that like today could be awful if I'm not enjoying the truck. But we're behind schedule, but it's been pleasant. We're not doing too bad. So I don't know. You got your any other plugs or stuff? You got the Volterra kind of discussed.
Yeah, I guess the only other plug I would say is any other contractors that are out there, McQueen, we do have a very large used inventory.
Oh.
So if anybody was curious, you just go on Google, type in McQueen equipment. It'll come up. It's a blue logo with 2 triangles on it,
and it's MACQ.
Yep.
Yeah.
MacQueen.
MacQueen. Yeah, because I kept thinking of Lightning McQueen when I heard.
No, that's the common thing. We'll pull up and people go, Lightning McQueen.
Right.
That's us.
That's right. And you're in Lincoln.
Yep.
So
I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, we'll call that good. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't never know how to close these things. So that's it. We're done.
2 of us. I don't do this.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not used to that part. I'm not used to these long form stuff. But you get the idea. Garbage trucks, they're big. They make a lot of noise. They do stuff. Let the hopper camera roll for a little bit. Maybe people enjoy that.